How do you get knocked down time after time, then not only get up, but beat the person or thing that's knocking you down? Well, the answer lies in Israel Adesanya's redemption story. Israel Adesanya had achieved everything as a UFC fighter except beating one man, Alex Pereira. He lost to him not once, not twice, but 3 times. In April, Israel Adesanya had one last chance to redeem himself, and if he lost another time, he might never get another opportunity again. In this video, I'll show you the one key change that Israel Adesanya made to redeem himself and conquer his kryptonite in Alex Pereira. Before the UFC, Israel Adesanya was one of the best kickboxers in the world, racking up an insane record of 75 wins and only 5 losses. Yet although he dominated his weight class, he never won the middleweight championship belt, which would have solidified him as one of the all-time kickboxing greats. Why? Alex Pereira, who beat him twice, one by unanimous decision and one by brutal knockout, which was Adesanya's last fight as a kickboxer. After that, Adesanya wanted to forget the way his kickboxing career ended and move on to something new. In 2017, he joined the UFC and gave consecutive masterful performances. Within 2 years, he won the middleweight UFC belt. He'd reached the pinnacle of UFC in the world of mixed martial arts. Meanwhile, Alex Pereira was making his UFC debut in 2021. He rapidly rose in the rankings, knocking out opponent after opponent, until Adesanya's only logical next fight would be against Pereira, the only man who'd knocked him out. Although Izzy usually had unshakable confidence, throughout the interviews and media to promote the fight, Adesanya seemed uncertain. His trash talking was off, and he wasn't as bold as before.
Do you really want to be here?
I am here.
Despite dominating the first 4 rounds and even almost knocking Alex out, he was caught with the same devastating left hook as before, which led to his eventual defeat. But it wasn't just the belt he lost. His sense of invincibility had been shattered among fans and himself. When the rematch was scheduled, the fans and momentum were on Pereira's side. But this time, in preparation for the fight, Israel Adesanya did something different.
I think this is the first time that I'm not just fighting for myself. I'm drawing strength from my family, my friends, and the fans that believe in me.
Israel Adesanya found his purpose, or in other words, who he was doing it for, and that was the difference. Adesanya knocked out Pereira, finally redeeming his defeats and conquering his weakness. When you feel lost, when you feel doubt and fear, when you feel like giving up, it's difficult to rely on your own strength and motivation, because at that point, deep down, you might not even believe you can do it. This is why, when you're at a low point, think of the loved ones who are supporting you and who will benefit from you achieving your goal. In those dark times, if you think of someone other than yourself, you will gain a new source of strength that you didn't think you had.
I'm drawing strength from all of you.
The reason this works is it shifts your perspective from thinking about all your problems and pains, which you know are temporary, to thinking about who you'll inspire and the impact you'll have on others, which is permanent. It helps you put away how you feel in the moment, which is likely tempting you to quit, and remind you of the bigger picture and what's at stake. Because if you quit, you'll be letting down not only yourself, but all the others who believe in you and who are counting on you as well. For Adesanya, it was his family, friends, and fans, but he still got specific enough to pick out one fan in particular who sent him a letter.
Either from a kid called Kieran. People like that, that's who I'm doing this for.
In those difficult moments, when the pain is overwhelming, when your mind is tempting you to give up, remember who you're doing it for, and you'll be given the strength to complete your incredible redemption.